They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Austin's got it left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the Cowboys on the board again. It's a 2-touchdown lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Austin. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Kaiser on 3rd and 2. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
They'll run it with Dixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense, and what a big-time play there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught left side, Gilmore. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On third down, that's Burke. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On first down, they go with Dixon. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Eight yards to go here on second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Golden Tate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Second down, Kaiser. Fights him off. Being chased out left. And some room to maneuver. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Kaiser. He's got Evans. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Right at the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Evans has it left side. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Santa Clara. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They run the counter now on first down. And now running right through it. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Around the NFL, second quarter in Santa Clara. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Come on, let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Here's Kaiser. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Austin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And the tight end goes in motion left. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Now Kaiser. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had 1 here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Bennett bruising ahead. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second down now after the incompletion. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Let's go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Bennett bruising ahead. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On third and short, it's Dixon. And a loose football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with. A fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Flex round. Come on, let's
Kaiser now after the fumble recovery. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Come on, let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Calling a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the interception, Kaiser, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. It's a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They're going to look to throw. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw now on first down. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Second and just one. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chain.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Second down following the run. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. They are on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. A win would be their first of the young season. Out of the gun now on third down. And this is caught. Jeremy Macklin. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your...